Okay. So now, out of the second and the third, which one you want me to cover?
Dynamic.
Dynamic is like our lot itself, Because what we have done at the time of miscellaneous receipt, we created lot number, right? The same process, we generate serial number also. This is slightly different. Okay, I'll cover this. This is slightly different. I'll cover this. The moment I selected this, it is asking me to enter the starting prefix and starting number. It is asking to enter the pattern, but where we entered the pattern already, we entered at org level, right? So this is actually a problem with the Oracle itself. So you just enter some dummy data here. Enter some dummy data here.
Hey, Krishna.
Since it is a mandatory field, enter some dummy data here.
From which level it will pick up then, Krishna?
Org level. Yes, sir.
Krishna, a small confusion. I didn't get.
So we selected generation, what? Org level.
Okay.
So here you entered, right? That will pick up. Suppose if you select item level, whatever you entered here, that will pick up. Understood?
Yes, sir.
A small confusion, Krishna. What is the difference between lot number versus serial number?
So lot number is given to group of item quantity, lot number, a lot.
Okay.
See the English meaning itself. What is meant by lot?
Yeah.
It's a set of quantity, group of quantity, a lot. And serial number is provided to one quantity, like our laptop contains serial number, our phone contains a serial number.
Oh, okay.
Serial number,
Yeah.
serial number contain only one quantity.
Okay.
So what is the purpose of serial number? The purpose is just by, suppose you purchased a laptop. Okay, if you go to any store, they will ask for your laptop serial number. So when they enter the laptop serial number, they will immediately understand what is the manufacturing date of that product and what is the warranty duration or service duration, and it's been sold to which customer, and what is the configuration of the product. All the details, all the information that can be tracked. Okay. So lot is nothing but group of quantity. So for our lot, how much quantity that we entered? 250 quantity, right? But for serial number contains only one quantity.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And another one is like when you select org level, that is also for items only, right? So what is the difference between item level versus org level? Org level also for all items only, right?
So very simple, sir. If you enter the pattern here and if you enter generation at org level, the same pattern, the same serial number is used for all the items.
Oh,
Suppose if you want to maintain a separate pattern for this item, suppose item to item separate pattern. Okay, suppose here, like this. Okay. So for this item, this suppose let's take this is laptop. Okay, for laptop, you want to generate the serial number like this.
Okay.
Okay. Suppose if you enter generation at item level, so for this item, it will follow this pattern. Okay. For another item, suppose you created another item called tablet. You can create another item called tab. For tab, whatever you entered at the tab level, that item level, that will follow that pattern. Clear? Sir, very simple, sir. Sir, item level means suppose if you want to have this pattern separated or specific to item is different. Org level means the same pattern is used for all the items.
Okay. Okay.
Understood?
So,
Yes.
so item level will override the org level?
It won't. Whatever you select here, it will pick up simply that. Why should it override? Because If you select item level, it will take from the item. If you select org level, it will take from here. What is the overriding option here? What is the clash here?
So the other screen you showed there is a item with a lab, right? So that number, this number.
Sir,
if I
it
have
works
this-
based on this, sir. It works based on this. Suppose if you enter item level, it simply picks from here. If you enter org level, it simply picks from here. That's it.
Okay.
Where is the clash here?
Okay, got it. Thank you.
If you select user defined, it won't pick up from here. It won't pick up from here. User defined is something which you should enter. When you'll enter at the time of transaction. That's it.
Okay, got it, Krishna. Thanks.
So since I selected here generation at org level, it will pick up the pattern from here. But since this is a mandatory field, just enter some dummy data here. Whatever you entered, it won't take. Why it won't take? Because you selected generation at which level? Org level. Since these two fields are mandatory fields, we are just entering some dummy data here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I assigned it to Hyderabad or, and then let me check if I miss anything on the serial part. Okay. For serial also, you can assign a default status. For serial also, you see the default serial status. If you want, you can assign the default status. Okay. That's it. So generation and then pattern and then the default serial status. That's it for serial. Now we'll perform a transaction. And before performing a transaction, we selected predefined, right? Predefined means we have to generate serial numbers now. So to generate serial numbers, we have to run a program. Tools, schedule process, program name, print serial numbers or I'm selecting the org and item, for which item you want to generate the serial numbers, and how many serial numbers you want to generate. I would like to generate 100 serial numbers. Okay. So we selected predefined, right? That's why we are generating serial numbers now before the transaction. How many? 100. Okay, and submit. Okay, it's completed. Now we'll perform the transaction. So go to miscellaneous receipt. Okay. Enter the item. Okay, now enter the quantity. After entering the quantity, I'm entering quantity as the 10. After entering the quantity, see, this button got enabled because this is a serial item. So if you try to submit, it won't allow because you have to enter the serial numbers for this 10 quantity. So here we have already generated serial numbers, right? So we'll select those serial numbers here. Okay. So if you select enter serial number range for the 10 quantity, suppose if you select the first serial number, we generated how many? 100, right? These are the 100 serial numbers that we generated. So see serial number pattern it took from which place? Item level or org level?
Org level.
Okay. So why it took from org level? Because generation we selected org level. That's why the pattern is got generated from the org level. Suppose if you enter item level, at the item level, whatever pattern you selected, that's going to be generated for this item. Okay. Select the starting serial number. And if you select the starting serial number, automatically the ending serial number got selected.
Yeah.
How many serial numbers we?
Quantity reduced to 9. Quantity is 9.
Just observe, yes. Checking it happened. We generated 100 serial numbers, right? Not 9, I believe.
10.
I can see only 9.
You give quantity.
It's a very good example. Why only 9 serial numbers got generated?
1 digit.
Because 1 digit. Because of 1 digit. So here you entered just 1, right? That's why it created till 9 only. Okay.
001 something.
001.
Yeah. So already it's okay. You understood the issue, right? So what I'll do is I will select the starting serial number and let me enter 9 here. Okay, automatically it took the ending serial number. And if you select OK, here I'll change the quantity to 9. Okay. Why 9 serial numbers generated? I think hope everybody understood, right?
Yes, sir. So,
Yes.
sir, we have to put 001
Yeah,
here.
correct. Yeah, like this. If you provide like this, it's better, or else better provide like 100 or something like that.
Okay.
It will generate from 101, 102. It will so on create. Okay.
After generating the serial number, is there a way we can cancel those serial number before we apply to any item?
Suppose we are not suppose if you cancel this transaction, then again you can go back and generate the serial numbers, and then the latest serial numbers you can use this for this transaction. Okay. Okay. So I'm submitting this transaction. And you can verify the serial numbers or lot numbers, everything from the on-hand screen. From here, you can verify it. Suppose for serial item, you can see 9 for 9 quantity, 9 serial numbers you can see here. So each serial number is holding how much quantity here. So if you click on the serial number section, can you see my screen?
Yes.
For serial numbers also separate screen is there. Serial numbers you should display from the on-hand page also. It's not displayed over there. Let me see from here. Okay, I can see the serial numbers from here. Okay. For all these serial numbers, what is the default status that got assigned? Active. So 9 serial numbers you can see from here. Okay.
Okay.
So these serial numbers should display from the on-hand screen also, but I don't know what happened. Is that application upgraded to latest version? No. It should display from there also. From here also. The last time. So here, if you expand, you can see all the serial numbers here also, but for some reason it's not displaying. Okay. So clear with the lot and serial topic.
Yes.
What is meant by dynamic entry team? Dynamic entry is nothing but in case of predefined, what we define, what we have done. Before the transaction, we generated serial number, that serial numbers we used. But in case of dynamic entry,
At the time of
at the time of transaction itself.
Transaction will
Yes.
enter the number.
Yes. So for lot item, for serial item, the properties are at org level and item level, both the levels. That's why I entered like this.